Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm highly successful.
Today is Tuesday, the 31st of January 2023 as we're recording this. How's your week been, buddy? How you been doing?
It's been going all right, like I got some packages in, so that's always exciting. I love opening things. Uh,
Like your
Pretty much.
legs? Heyo!
Anyways,
Fuck
so
you.
my
Fuck
pack.
you. You're a bitch.
Anyways, yeah. So I ordered some pillows because I wanted some new pillows because I just I just had the urge for pillows, right? So I got two new pillows. And
Mhm.
then I got a package that I don't remember ordering, but it was like a Kickstarter board game that I ordered like a year ago. It just finally got sent, so that's exciting. Played that on the weekend. So
Mm.
all in all, pretty good stuff, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. What kind of board game is it?
It's kind of like supposed to be like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of style board game, right? You have like your spells, you have counter spells, you have like this whole like
Yeah.
tile map and all that. It's like
Is it like
obviously a
a?
more simplified version, right?
Oh, okay, word, word.
Right, because you know how you know very very big D&D is, right? We can't put that in a card game as easily, but
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, that
but
sounds
it,
pretty fun.
it's D&D inspired, right?
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You have like your HP points. You have
Mm-hmm.
like I said, spells, counter spells,
Yeah, yeah. I
the
get
whole
it.
thing. The
I
whole
get what you
gist.
mean.
It's pretty fun. Granted, let me tell you, the rules list it took like forever to read, but it wasn't
Yeah,
nearly as complicated as I feel like the rules made it out to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Yeah, a lot of times it is. It can get really complicated. Those some that there are some people in this world who are just really into very complicated board games. Like, you know how there's like video game snobs and like, oh, I only play like indie games, or I like this, like, this super complicated like indie game type thing. There's people who do that with board games and shit, right? There's like artisan board games and like indie board game. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Just like if you delve into like the whole like gaming scene, like if you go into your like your local like game store. I don't even know where mine is. I haven't been into one in so long, but yeah, just you stop in there and
Yeah,
like,
cause like
yeah, it's crazy.
I've seen like suggestions for like certain videos. They're always like those like factory like games like where they have like 17 billion things you can do, right?
Yeah, like
And it,
Factorio, yeah,
like
Satisfactory, shit
yeah,
like
things
that.
like that, like those sort of games where it's like just it feels like a lot of busy work. People
Hmm.
people love those games, but I've never really been about that really.
Honestly, so like those factory games, honestly, they kind of remind me. They're like in the same vein, sort of. They're like a more complicated version, and they're like kind of like adjacent to. But like, have you ever seen like those games like Diner Dash, or like those, like, it's like the Papa's Pizzeria shit like that? Do you remember those games?
Vaguely a little bit, but
It's
yeah.
like those like restaurant manager games and stuff. Like you get like the orders in, and you have to like send the get the cook to go to the thing, get the food to go to the spice thing. You have to spice the, yeah. It sort of reminds me of that, right? And you've got to like it's sort of similar to that. It's just like that repetitive, grindy, sort of thing, except with like the Factorio type shit. You're not really doing it on like a time limit, and with those like Diner Dash games, obviously you have to like get it done before like the time runs out. So it's like sort of adjacent, but I feel like it probably scratches some kind of like the same niche, just like, you know, like it's in the same sort of niche, you know, like you're trying to get that like order, like trying to get into that rhythm and like get everything to like run smoothly, and I think that probably scratches that sort of itch for some people. It's like, yeah, it, you know how there's like sort of games for like like you've got like, you know, you've got like your nuclear family, and there's like games sort of marketed to like different members of the family, you know, like dads play like Microsoft Flight Simulator or like Euro Truck Simulator. Um and uh like the daughters play, you know, like they've got the Barbie DS games or whatever the fuck. Uh Mom games are like the Diner Dash type shit, that those are like mom games, right?
I
And
feel like the mom games that I think of is just Candy Crush. That's it.
my mom played a lot of computer games growing up. She uh she still kind of does sometimes. She likes to procrastinate studying. I'm sure nobody in this call knows anything about that. I'm sure.
No, I don't have my homework pulled up on a second monitor, and I'm like thinking about doing it, but like also just like it'll get done. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean that that the procrastination is dangerous, dude. It really is. I Yeah, I've been burned by that. It's
Oh,
definitely better to just get it done, honestly.
you know, it is, but it's just you feel like you have so much time, so you're like, it'll be fine.
It, that's the problem, because you never have as much time as you think you do. That's always my problem.
Well, it's not that you don't have enough time. It's just things come up that you don't think of,
Yeah,
right?
it really is just the worst. It just fucking sucks. Being an adult sucks. I want to be fucking like 12 again, dude, for
I
real.
don't know, man. I mean, an adult's pretty cool sometimes. I just get to like look at all those things that I want to buy, and I can just buy them if I want, just like that.
Okay, being an adult and having money are two different things, because you could have money
Oh,
as a
wait,
kid or you could
you
be
know,
poor and as an adult. You
you don't
know,
have to be poor. I feel like that's a decision most of the time.
perhaps for
You know.
I mean, I don't want to say in all instances that being poor is a decision you make.
Well, no, not
Uh
all instances. Of course, there's a lot of circumstances that probably are affected,
yeah.
that affect that. But most of the time, for a majority of people, it is a decision, right? It's like some people just don't want to work, so they can't really expect to have money, right?
I feel like that's a vague implied something to someone you
I
know.
No, I'm just talking about people in general.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I
If
get
it's a
it.
little, if you're taking it personal, then I feel like that
I
might
never
be
said
a
I was
sign.
taking it personal. I never said I was taking it personal. I've just said it
No,
sounds like
I'm
you're
just saying. I'm
referring
just
to
saying to the
one.
audience. Why you always think I'm talking about you?
Well, because you are talking to me. I mean, you're talking to me. You know, the audience isn't here. So like, you
Yeah,
know,
but I
I
can
forget
talk
sometimes that
to
the
the
audience is
audience,
here.
right?
I forget that the
Exactly.
audience is here sometimes. Hello, audience. How you doing? What's
I don't
up?
know. You just seem to be really defensive about what I'm
I'm not
saying.
defensive. I'm not defensive. It's just it sounded a little bit pointed, is all. And I was wondering who you had in mind, if anyone, if anyone, you know.
No, 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 no. This is just a very, very general sort of statement for everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Um. Uh. What was I gonna say? Dear God. Dear God. I feel like I'm losing my train of thought more and more nowadays. Don't you think? Do you
Well,
get that too?
Well, with this new schedule, I feel like I'm always kind of less than full energy because I'm just not a morning person.
Mm-hmm.
So my train of thought's always kind of not going to be very good during these times. So it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, I just I'm also on a pretty tight ship. Um, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. That taking four classes, it really isn't as bad as I thought. In the first week or two, it felt like it was going to be a lot worse, but it's mostly tolerable at this point. Um, Again, subject to change, but it's subject to change in sort of both ways because I'm taking an 8 week class along with two or three 16-week classes. So I'm sure it's going to ramp up a little bit, but once that 8 week class is done, it's going to ramp like right back down, like even more. So I'm just looking forward to that. Um, it's really weird that this is going to be the last semester I'm taking at my like last school. Oh, by the way, speaking of school, I wanted to say because I just got my diplomas last week, right?
Hmm.
I graduated cum laude from my college. Apparently, I was cum
They
laude.
do that in
Uh,
colleges?
yeah, they do with honors, with high honors, and then with highest honors. The Latin is uh cum laude, magna cum laude, summa cum laude. Um, because I had a couple of hiccups in my first semester. Um, it was only cum laude, but yeah. And then apparently I was on the roll of. So we have. Do you know like how an honor roll sort of thing works?
Usually it's well, for high school I know it's all A or B or just B, right? No, the B was the merit roll, I think.
Yeah. So we have three roles here. We have the roll of merit, the roll of honor, and the roll of excellence. Apparently, over the summer I was on the roll of honor, and last semester I was on the roll of excellence, and I never saw. Like I was never made aware. If they emailed me, it must have got lost in the sauce. But like, yeah, I was never told. So I was like, I graduated cum laude. I wonder if I was on the if I made dean's list. And then I looked it up, and I was like, okay, we don't have a dean's list, but I wonder if I was on the honor roll. And I looked, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I guess I was. Uh,
I what's it called? I've gotten emails a couple of times about things like that, and I always kind of just don't think much of it. Jennifer is like, "Oh man, that's really cool," and I'm like, I guess it's cool because they sent me something that's like, "Oh, you're on the president's list," and I don't know what that is, but I'm like, that sounds cool, I guess. You know what I mean? But she seemed a lot more impressed than I did, so I'm like, I guess it's cool. I guess it's good.
mm-hmm.
Who knows what the president's list is, but sounds cool though, right? Is it the same thing
Yeah.
as that dean's list?
I
Or
think so. I think it's just like it's basically like an honor roll. It's just like, hey, here's the list of students who are doing really well right now. I think the dean's list is just like the dean specifically is like signing off on it. I'm not sure. I wouldn't know.
do you think the
Um,
president signing off on mine?
yeah, Joe Biden himself signed off on it. Uh,
Man, I'm glad that
yeah,
I made the cut.
yeah. Speaking of famous people, what's your Kevin Bacon number? Do you know?
My Kevin Bacon number. Is that like something I can plug into a calculator and I can give you a number? Because I
No.
no clue.
Um, you have to know it yourself. So the Kevin Bacon number, if you for those of you who don't know in the audience, and also you apparently because you don't know. So Kevin Bacon number is the number of steps between you and Kevin Bacon, like associations, like steps of like I know this person who knows this person who uh, grooms Kevin Bacon's dog, and that would be number of 3, right?
Okay, so they have to know Kevin Bacon at least somewhat personally, right?
You have to know someone who has met or knows Kevin Bacon.
My number is probably not very big. Or it's not. It's probably not very small. Is what I mean. It's probably very big.
Yeah.
Because I can't even begin to know. The thing is, how would that even come up in conversation? You know what I mean?
Well, if you know,
I
basically,
feel
if
I feel
you
like somebody
know
would
your
have
Kevin
to.
Bacon number,
I feel like somebody would have to mention to me that they had a friend that had a friend that knew Kevin Bacon, and then I would be roped into the circle. I feel like you can't start from the end. You know what I mean?
yeah. 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 I just brought it up because uh that because I'm interviewing that actress, as you know, and so I actually know my Kevin Bacon number, and I'm asking her what her Kevin Bacon number is, just to just for shits and gigs. Um, but
Hopefully she knows what that is, because I was
yeah,
very confused.
so my well, everybody knows what the fucking Kevin Bacon number is. I'm surprised you don't. But anywho,
You say everyone, but this is the first time I've literally ever heard of that. So I feel like your definition of everyone might be a little limited there. You know what I mean?
uh, I mean, it's no, no. It everyone knows it except you. We'll have to ask the audience, but I feel like most people understand the reference. But anywho, my bacon number is 4.
Wait, it's a reference to something?
Like, I mean, like, it's not like a it's like a it's not like a reference to a specific piece of media, but it's like a like it's a pop culture thing. It was like a meme back in the day, as people wanted to know your Kevin Bacon number. But yeah, mine is 4. My my mom's neighbors across the street, um, the one of the kids married a uh married someone who was on All My Children, the soap opera, and he uh had met Kevin Bacon before. So my Kevin Bacon number is 4.
That's pretty cool, man.
I think it would be really funny to be Kevin Bacon, and that way your Kevin Bacon number is 0. I think that would be cool. Or to be someone named Kevin Bacon, uh, who also knows the other Kevin Bacon, because then your Kevin Bacon number is both 0 and 1, and you exist in a state of quantum flux. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is an interesting conversation.
Fuck you. Fuck you. What? I mean, I think it's pretty cool that I have a fucking Kevin Bacon number lower than 5.
I think that whatever you want, man.
Now I want to think about it, right? Now I want to think about it, right? All right, all right. What is the highest possible Kevin Bacon number?
Well,
What is the furthest number of links away for a Kevin Bacon number?
I feel like it would get pretty high. I don't know how high, but
I it,
because I feel like sure Kevin Bacon does. I'm assuming he's interacted with a lot of people, right? But which interactions do we count as knowing Kevin Bacon? You know what I mean? Does that mean they worked with him? Uh, does that mean that they're just some type of friend? You know what I mean? Or does it literally just mean like, oh, I've met Kevin Bacon like one time before? You know what I mean?
okay, all right. I looked it up actually. I've looked it up. Apparently the highest possible, or the highest number at the time, was 8. 8 connections for the Kevin Bacon number.
8.
Oh, all right. So apparently I found it. Apparently there's someone who has 10. Um, yeah. So he's just been in a lot of things and he's met a lot of people because he's no spring chicken. He's been in Hollywood for Jesus Christ. Has he been in Hollywood for 40 years? Oh my God.
The only reason I know who Kevin Bacon is off the top of my head is because
He's 64.
I watched that Guardians of the Galaxy special. That's literally.
He was in Footloose. How do you not know?
Yeah, but I don't.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not very good at knowing like names of actors. Is the thing you need to understand here.
Yeah.
So whenever they said, "Oh, that's Kevin Bacon," that's how I knew it was Kevin Bacon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's he. I looked it up. Years active, 1977 to now. So not only has he been in Hollywood for 40 years, he's been in Hollywood for 46 years. Wow. Fucking wow. I bet that makes him feel old. I bet that makes him feel really old. That he's been in Hollywood for 46 years.
Yeah, man. That's 46 successful years. You know what I mean? Some of us haven't even been alive that long. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us haven't been alive that long, but um, that's crazy.
Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. He's a great actor though. God, I love Kevin Bacon. He's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. He's utterly fantastic. I would like to make my Kevin Bacon number 1. That would be cool.
Just get to know Kevin Bacon, but like, what type of interaction would you have to have with him for you to be like, oh yeah, I know Kevin Bacon, right?
Uh I mean, I think you'd have to uh I think at least you have to like shake his hand. I think that's probably like the thing. Like talk to him for 5 minutes or like shake his hand. I think that would count.
That's a pretty low barrier to entry. I thought it was like a little bit more difficult to get that number one spot. You know what I mean?
Well, I I don't know what would you consider meeting someone, right? Cuz it's like, it's not I feel like if we got down to the nitty-gritty to the granular type shit and we wrote down the yeah. So, um there's a different version of this in the what is it? The mathematics community, like people who like mathematic researchers. Um,
I'm
it's called
surprised that
the
they
Erdos number. It's
the
called the
Erdos
Erdos
number.
number.
Tell me about the Erdos number. This tangent's just getting longer and longer. But sure, let's just.
So so there's this guy called Paul Erdos, and if obviously he himself has 0.
Has he been
Uh,
in anything that I know?
no, he writes articles. Um, so so anyone who wrote an article with him has a 1. Anyone who co-wrote an article with someone who co-wrote an article with Paul Erdos has 2, and so on and so forth. Um, and they've actually combined it to come up with the Erdos Bacon number, which is the sum of both the Erdos number and the Bacon number. So the smallest possible number would be, I think, 1, right? Because you can't be Paul Erdos and Kevin Bacon. So, and I don't think they've met, and I don't think that uh yeah. Apparent. All right, so apparently you have to be in a film with Kevin Bacon to be in the Kevin Bacon number, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you have to both appear in a film with Kevin Bacon, and uh, write an article with Paul Erdos to have uh, a number of two, and then Kevin Bacon would have to either, or Paul Erdos would have to either appear in a film with Kevin Bacon, or Kevin Bacon would have to co-write an article with Paul Erdos to get a number of one. But that's the lowest possible number, and I think that's very interesting.
I'm glad that you think it's interesting, Nick.
because you don't, and you think the audience thinks it's fucking annoying. Is that the implication there?
I am going to stop saying what I think, and I'll just say I'm glad that you think it's interesting, Nick.
I fuck you. I think it's interesting.
I didn't say anything. I just said I'm glad you think it's interesting.
Yeah, you fucking better. That's about all I got. I can't think of anything
That's
else.
all you had. That's actually crazy.
And I mean, you know, it's super interesting. I don't know how you don't think it is, but whatever. Fuck you. You're boring.
Define super interesting. You know what I mean?
All
Because,
right.
like,
All right. Come up with something in the next 3 minutes that's more interesting than the mathematical ramifications of the Erdos Bacon number.
that's not exactly how I feel like we should justify how interesting your topic is. I feel like I feel like I feel like I'm not very good on the spot, and also I don't have a lot of time here. You know what I mean?
I'm also on the spot here, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
but I can
also
tell you've
on
been
the
thinking about
spot.
this for a long time. You know what I mean? You had you had everything ready. You know what I mean? You were just
Well,
waiting
because
for somebody to to drop this very useless information to, and I happen to be the
I
only
brought it
person
up.
here.
I brought it up. That's what I'm saying. I brought it up. How could I have been waiting when I'm the one who brought it up? I was gonna bring it up with someone else, and I just thought of it. You know,
And I had to
I'm
be the unfortunate person that had to deal with it instead.
fuck you. So, do you want to hear some people who have some low Kevin Bacon or some low Erdos Bacon numbers?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me, even if I don't.
Uh, so there is a Danica McKellar, who played Winnie Cooper on The Wonder Years, has an Erdos Bacon number of 6. Natalie Portman, you know who Natalie Portman is, has
The
an Erdos.
Natalie Portman,
Yes, you yes, Natalie.
the
Do
one
you
that was
not
in
know
that
who?
one thing.
Oh, I fucking hate you. Natalie Portman has an Erdos Bacon number of 7. Um, Colin Firth has 6. Kristen Stewart from Twilight has 7. Yeah.
I'm so proud
Um,
of her.
Elon Musk has 6. Uh, that's like all the interesting people I can find. Oh, Stephen Hawking hasn't had an Erdos Bacon number of 6. Rest in peace. Carl Sagan had an Erdos Bacon number of 6 as well. Again, rest in peace. Yeah. That's about all I got on Erdos Bacon numbers. I think that's fucking interesting though.
I know you do. That's why we've been talking about it for probably too long. But hey, you know,
I
man.
want to have an Erdos Bacon number of 2. God damn it. That's my goal in life. Oh, Paul Erdos died in 1996. Rest in peace. Damn it! Now I can't have a now it's physically impossible to have a Erdos Bacon number of no. You could still have an Erdos Bacon number of 2 if Kevin Bacon. No, he could still have.
You're thinking real hard about this, I can tell.
Yeah, he could still have 2 because you have to. So in order to have a 1 for Paul Erdos, you have to have co-written an article with him. So Kevin Bacon didn't do that. So now he has to co-write an article with someone who co-write an article with Paul Erdos. So the minimum you could get is 2, and the minimum for a non-Kevin Bacon person is 3. And then when Kevin Bacon passes away, God forbid, it will be 4. Will be the minimum. Good to know, right?
I'm glad that we're having this conversation because this is such an interesting conversation that I would not want to miss out on. You know,
This is fucking interesting, dude.
That's what I
you gotta
said.
open your mind. You gotta
just
expand your mind and
I
think
don't know
about. No,
why
you're
you
being
don't think.
sarcastic. You're
No,
being
you.
sarcastic
Why would you say that?
because
I.
I know you. I've known you for years. I know when you're being sarcastic.
All right, guys, and I think that just about wraps up the first half of this podcast.
Fuck you.
Stick
I
with
call the
us
ad breaks.
through the sponsors, and we'll be right back.
I call the ad breaks. But yeah, what he said. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys for sitting through the sponsors. I really thought I wasn't going to be able to get through that without laughing. I really fucking thought. I made it. I did it. Can I just get a round of applause, all of you, audience, for that? Can I just get a round of applause for that?
Can we just? I want to give a round to the audience. A round of applause to the audience for anybody who stuck through the first half. To be honest,
Fuck
because
you.
Fuck
you.
I was struggling with that part. You know what I mean?
You're a bitch. You are a bitch. You are a bitch, and tiny penis. Yeah. Fuck you. You suck. Fuck you. I thought it was interesting.
I know you keep reminding us that you think it's interesting,
and it keeps being interesting. That's what I'm saying. It keeps being interesting. It's fucking interesting. Fuck you. You suck. Again, I'd like to see you come up with something more interesting.
I feel like I wouldn't want to embarrass myself the same way that you just embarrassed yourself. You know what I mean?
It's not embarrassing. It's fucking cool. Fuck you. I know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows Kevin Bacon. That's fucking cool. Fuck you.
I wouldn't say cool. I would say mildly interesting, maybe.
Well, that's how I would describe you in a nutshell to anyone who asked about you.
It's the type of thing that I would see on an article. I wouldn't click on the article. I see the headline and I'd be like, huh. And then that would be my entire reaction. You know what I mean? I feel like it wouldn't be worth more than a huh.
I guarantee you, if you actually knew your Kevin Bacon number and it was less than 5, you'd be fucking talking about it to everyone because that would be the most interesting thing about you. Swear to God. Swear to fucking God.
I
Don't even
feel
lie
like
either.
you know, I'm not, I don't know about that.
I do. I know you.
That's the
You
thing.
can
You say you know me, you're wrong so many times.
you can try that shit on someone who don't know any better, but I fucking do.
You kind
I
of don't know any better though. That's the thing.
suck my dick. I know everything. I'm a genius. I'm sorry. Who graduated cum laude? Who did that? Who was that? Do you know?
Plenty of people have, I'm sure.
D- but did you? Did you? Is the question.
You know, I feel like I didn't put in the time, and I feel like that's all. That's the real difference between me and a lot of those people is that I haven't put in the time yet. But it's all good because
Mm,
I'm working
mm,
on it. It's happening.
mm. For sure. For sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's happening, man. It's happening.
Oh my god. I'm frustrated. I uh hmm. I can't think of anything else to talk about. So let's just sit here in silence for a while.
I'm fine with that. I don't know how good of content it'll be, but
Let's
uh,
all just sit here in silence for a while with and just collect our thoughts, okay? Let's just collect our thoughts, okay?
I can't collect my thoughts when you keep laughing like that, man.
Fuck you. This bit is so stupid. This is such a dumb bit.
No, I need to collect my thoughts, but you're just not being quiet right now.
So- this is such a terrible bit, dude. What? This is such a dumb bit. I'm so sorry. We are so fucked right now. We are so fucked right
No,
now.
don't rope me in
Uh,
like with your
okay,
delusion.
okay. What's your topic suggestion there, bud? What are you gonna what's your suggestion here? Because
You shoot
I'm
down
not.
things that I want to talk about. That's kind of why I don't bring up
What do you want to
anything.
talk about then? What do you want to talk about? We talked about board games. We talked about your fucking board game. Fucking come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on.
Sure, sure. Did you watch the Xbox like developer thing they
No,
had
that's
going on?
fucking stupid. That's a fucking terrible idea. Don't let me
All
ever
right,
ask you for anything again. Don't let me ever do that again. God,
all
that was
right,
terrible. That was
cool.
awful.
I think that we just need a little bit more silence. Is what I think. So I'm gonna start working on that. You tell me whenever you got a thought.
Oh my god. Oh, I crack myself up. I crack myself up. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Fuck you. I don't even care. I don't even care if this isn't funny. I think it's hilarious. That's. Oh my god. I'm so fucked right now, dude. This is so scuffed right now. Oh my god. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Like for real. If it probably sounds like I've like taken some kind of like substance. I would imagine. I would imagine it sounds like I'm fucking high as shit right now. But I swear to God I'm not. I swear to God. This is all natural. Not sleep deprived. I got like 9 hours of sleep last night. I I I dude, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. Oh fuck, fuck, fuck. Shit. Oh, how about football? How do we feel about football? They
Mm,
announced the people who's going to be in the football. It's Chiefs and Eagles. Is how you feel about that?
I I what do you want me to say? I don't watch football.
I I hate Kansas City and Philadelphia. I wish it was possible that they could both lose. Um, just because I hate both of those places so much. Yeah, if you're from Kansas City and or Philadelphia, fuck you. Especially you. You're listening to it right now. You specifically. Yeah, fuck you. It's fucking yeah. God, it really sucks to have the fucking recording date be so early in advance and then also be on a Tuesday because nothing good happens on a Tuesday, dude. Super Bowl is on a Sunday, so we can't really talk about that. Uh um uh fucking I don't know. I guess like no, cuz like games come out on Tuesday. So we would record on the Tuesday that it comes out, and then by the time the episode comes out, it's a week later, and everybody's fucking moved on. So that's not it. Most movies come out on Fridays. Oh shit, yeah. No, no, this really is just the worst upload date. This is terrible. Why did we decide this?
Um, well, we decided this because several things. Pretty sure I've already told you, but
No, like why did we decide to upload on Tuesdays?
you know, that was a decision I feel like you made, and I was like, you do you, man, you do you. And that's just kind of how it's been.
Well, fuck you. Maybe you should have been more active and saved me from my own bad decisions because it's too late now.
But it's kind of funny to watch me make my decisions, though, because it happens so often,
It's kind of funny to watch you suck your own dick, but you don't see me talk about it all the goddamn time. Fuck you. Suck a dick. Suck your own dick. Fuck you.
You're a strange person.
I don't care. Your mom is strange, but uh
Man, you see these killer comebacks, guys? This is
no, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me
no,
finish.
man, I
No, I've got to let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's strange that your mom decided to keep you, but I don't judge her. Fuck you.
that's not
Never
clever.
did.
That's just mean.
It's, I never said I was clever.
Okay, I'm glad you acknowledge that at least.
Yeah, I never said I was clever. I am mean. I'm a mean son of a bitch, though. That is true. That is true. I I yeah. Credit where credit's due. I'm a mean son of a bitch. My feet are cold.
Hmm.
It's not a very pleasant feeling. You have anything to add about that? Anything at all?
Not really.
No.
I feel like nope, no, nothing I can think of for that one.
Um.
I'm still pondering my moment of silence, so
Uh. Hey. How do you feel about Alpine mints? Like, you know, when you go to like Olive Garden, I forget who else has them. I know Olive Garden has them. Uh, I forget who the fuck else has them, but it's like, you know, it's like the mint on top and then like the chocolate on the bottom.
How
It's,
do I
it's
feel
like
about
mint.
them?
It's like mint chocolate chip, ice cream, but it's like a candy. How do you feel
You know,
about those?
well, I got I went to Olive Garden and I grabbed like a whole bunch from the table and I asked for more. So I have a bag right here. It's full of them. So
Do you really have a bag full of Alpine mints?
I have so many. I could send you a picture, I guess.
Please do actually. I want to see this. I actually want to see this. Um, but yeah,
Okay. I'll I'll take a picture. And I'll send it your way, and then you can tell the audience how many mints I have.
I feel like this is a setup for a bit. I feel like you're setting up for a bit here. I feel like you've gotten a baggie, you've shook it around, and you're gonna
Oh, so you
you're
heard the
gonna.
bag?
Oh yeah, I did hear the bag.
Yeah, cause it was right here in my little drawer on my desk. For whenever I get hungry. I don't gotta walk far.
Yeah.
But I'll take a picture of this bag for you.
Yeah. Send it to me on Instagram. I want to see this.
I'll take a picture of all my mints. There, that way you can see it. There,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Just send that over. Basically, what I wanted to say was Alpine for your delicious nuts. Get it? Because
Oh, well, let me.
nuts.
There you go.
It's all Alpine for them. It's all pine for them because nuts and you know it's
Let me grab a couple actually, because it's nice.
that is actually a really funny coincidence that you just have a bag full of Alpine mints as I brought them up to get you with that joke. Um, and I did get you with it. I did. You didn't suspect a thing.
I
You
don't think that's. I don't know about that one, but
you didn't suspect a thing, dude. I got you.
no, no,
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
no.
you know, we all fall for it sometimes, you know, and there's no shame in it, especially when I'm so clever and I just you know I bring a lot to the table and you know I'm very strategic about when I bring it up, you know.
No, but I like those mints a lot, you know, and I always make sure to grab a ton whenever I
About as much as you like these nuts.
whenever I go to Olive Garden. You know what I mean? I make sure to
Yeah,
grab a lot of those.
yeah, yeah, it's about as much as you like these nuts. Yeah. Um,
Yep, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. You struggling to read there? What's going on?
I'm so fucked up right now, dude. I'm so fucked up right now. I don't even know what's going on, bro.
I
Dude,
can,
I don't
I,
even know.
I can
Like,
tell, man.
it's I feel like I'm having a stress related aneurysm, but like in slow motion. So like just slowly the bits of my brain are turning off and I'm just dying, but just like slowly. It's pretty cool. It's really great. Would recommend. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We're having a great time here. We're having a great time here at the Clugston household. Having a great time. Uh, what's in your wallet right now? How
I
much
can
money is in
I
your wallet right now?
I
Like
can
how
go
much money in cash do you have in your wallet?
like in cash. I just have coins. That's all I got. I don't got like dollar bills
Why not?
because I don't carry cash.
Why not?
because everybody takes card, and card is easier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I don't know where we're going with
25,
this, but I don't feel like it's gonna be a
45,
very funny bit.
65. I have $65 in my wallet right now. Oh, no, no. Technically, I don't because I had to take it out of my wallet to count it. So I don't have any dollars in my wallet right now. but, but I had $65 in my wallet. I just thought you wanted to know. I thought you would care about your friend's financial situation. I thought you would care about that.
Well, you
It's,
thought wrong.
fuck you. Suck a dick. Go fuck yourself. I'm broke. Dude. What do you think I could get for $65 in cash, like right now? What do you think I should do? You know, I got $65. What am I gonna go do with it? What do you think? What do you think?
You could, I don't know, get yourself a nice sandwich.
On a Tuesday afternoon, they got $65. You know, what am I gonna do with it?
Get yourself
Somebody
a
stop
nice.
me! A nice sandwich.
I I can count the money I have in my little bank thing, but I I don't keep any of that in my wallet.
Seems pretty well, you do live in Houston, so there's probably a lot of homeless people. So I bet it's probably nice to have plausible deniability to just be like, "Yeah, sorry, I ain't got any bills on me." You know, that does make sense. I was gonna call you poor, but
Let me tell you,
that does make
it's
sense.
you know what's the worst? Whenever I'm just trying to like roll down my window on a hot day, you know what I mean? And then I get to like a stoplight, and I feel like I have to like roll my window up, you know what I mean, just in case somebody sees my window roll down. That's not good.
Just carry a gun.
Your solutions, while I'm sure they will work, I'm just not sure if they're the best way to handle the situation.
You're in Texas. You can open carry, dude. Just carry a gun. Just carry a uh a 12 gauge shotgun with you at all times, just slung over your back. No, nobody's gonna want to come up to you at your window. Then trust me, trust me, dude. You'll be fine. That's yeah. Just open carry a 12 gauge shotgun, dude. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm sure there's plenty of bad things that could happen, but it doesn't seem like you could figure any of those things out, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's just a great idea. Nothing bad could possibly happen if you do that.
Uh-huh. That's what you think.
Ooh, I've got a really good will you press the button question.
Would you, I don't know what the first part of the question is, but the second part of it has to do with the Kevin Bacon number. I already know.
No, it doesn't actually. I
No,
might
no,
save
no.
that
This
one for
is.
later if you want me to come up with the Kevin Bacon number. If you want me to come up with one related to Kevin Bacon, I can
It's
do
like,
that.
would you sell your firstborn kid to reduce your Kevin Bacon number to two?
To two isn't all that impressive. To
To
two is
one.
just
How about that? You know.
to zero. You become Kevin Bacon. What would happen if you had a -1 Kevin Bacon number?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
What would that mean? What does that imply? I feel like we should talk about that. What
Well,
would
there's
happen?
always well maybe next week. We're kind of. I don't want to. It's just such an interesting conversation, and we don't have enough time to really delve as deep into it as I feel like we should. You know what I mean?
All right, think about it like this. Do you want me to extend that bit into the into next week?
Hey man, you
Do
do
you really want
whatever
me to
you
extend
want.
that bit into next week? I don't think you do. I don't think you want 2 weeks in a row to be about Kevin Bacon numbers.
Hey man,
All
you do
right,
you.
all right, all right. I have a question. I have a question for you. I actually have a few questions for you. We can do a we're gonna play a game here. Okay, we're gonna play a game here. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and it's
Kevin
would
Bacon
you rather?
related.
No, maybe. But it's would you rather have the first one and the second one, and if you can't choose, you have to ask five. So
I asked to ask five what?
5 questions like that. So here we go. All right. Would you rather have a Kevin Bacon number of 1 or an Erdos number of 1?
Um, an Erdos number of 1.
Well, too bad you can't get one anymore. Uh, would you rather
That's why it's more prestigious. You know what I mean?
that is true. That is true. And Kevin Bacon's been in movies with a lot of people, so it's yeah, you'd have a yeah. Would you rather uh get a life supply of the worst candy that you could ever possibly have, or uh
Like worst
get
candy in my opinion, or worst candy like in everybody's opinion. You know what I mean?
like what is the one that, like, if you've had it and you're just like, nope, never again, never having it, or uh never be able to eat your favorite candy again?
It sounded like those are just two bad things. Maybe
I
I
know,
missed
I know.
the
I'm
good
saying which
part.
one is worse. Which one is worse? You have to pick the one that's less bad.
Less bad because worse sounds like more bad. Maybe I'm getting confused.
No, I'm saying which would you rather, which hellish nightmare scenario would you rather live in?
So the options are get a lot of bad candy or never be able to eat my favorite candy. That's the question.
Yes.
I'll take the bad candy, I guess.
Okay. What is it, by the way? What is your least favorite?
I don't think about things like this as often as maybe you do.
Like, there has to be some kind of candy where you're like, oh shit, this is terrible. I never want to have this again. There's got to be something like that.
Not off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it a little bit more, but I don't know.
For me, it would probably be anything like grape flavored. Anything flavored like Concord grapes is terrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. Um, or black licorice is pretty bad. I'm not a big fan of that. Um, would you rather have your favorite restaurant open literally across the street from you, or have a your favorite um like clothing store open right across the street from you?
Probably restaurant.
All right, would you rather have the restaurant or a GameStop open directly across from you?
Probably a restaurant.
Would you rather have the restaurant or have Jennifer live across the street from you? Jennifer's his
Um,
girlfriend, audience, for those of you who don't know.
you know, sh- that was a little bit more of a toss up, isn't it?
I hope she listens to this. I hope she's like, he fucking better pick me. I hope she does.
I wouldn't want to inconvenience her just for my convenience. You know what I mean? So out of courtesy for her, you know what I mean. I feel like the only
Sure,
right answer is to choose the restaurant, right?
Sure. That's what they all
Yes.
say. That's what
Yes.
they all say.
I'm just trying to be very courteous. Because
Um,
she would have to drive so far if she lived over here, you know what I mean? Because
yeah. And then I guess the last one I'm gonna ask. um, um. So, would you rather have unlimited bacon, uh, but no more video games, um, or or uh, or would you rather have games, unlimited games, but no more games?
wait. Say that second one again.
So
Maybe I misunderstood it. What did you just say?
so would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more games, no more video games, okay? Or would you rather have uh, games, unlimited games, just unlimited games, but no more games?
I think I need you to elaborate a little bit. I feel like repeating it didn't help as much as I thought it would.
So you got unlimited games, but no more games.
Okay,
Uh,
so explain to me how we have an unlimited of something, but also none of something.
I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, like
It's
let's just explain it anyways.
so
Just
you
for
know how
fun. You know.
so you know how you don't have any video games in the first one because you got unlimited bacon.
Yes,
It's that, you get
but without
no
the
no more games.
bacon.
No, because you get. I mean, no, you don't get the unlimited bacon, but you get unlimited games.
But it sounds like I don't. Maybe
No,
that's like where the confusion's coming in.
audience. I hope you get that reference. Shout out Jay Schlatt for bringing that meme back from back in the day. Appreciate it. Love you to death, Schlatt. Schlatt, call us. We'd love to have you on.
All right,
Uh,
I'm sure he would love to be on.
After the quality of this episode, fucking absolutely, I'm sure he would.
I
Oh,
feel
I
like
wonder what his Kevin Bacon number is. I wonder
oh
what his
my
Kevin Bacon number is. Actually, I know my Schlatt number. I know both of our Schlatt numbers because remember when we had Satch on? Remember
oh
when we had Satchel
yeah,
on? Yeah, Satchel's on the
he
podcast
boosted
with
our our slot number.
he was on the podcast with Cosmonaut Variety Hour, and Cosmonaut Variety Hour knows Emma Longavin, who's the e girl with the Jersey accent, and she has been in a number of Schlatt videos. So our Schlatt number is the same as my Kevin Bacon number. It's pretty epic.
Wow, how impressive! I can brag to all of my friends about my shot number.
Hey, our Schlatt number, okay? Ours.
Yeah, but I might leave you out whenever I'm bragging, though. Don't. Hope you don't mind.
Fuck you. You're a bitch. You ready for that will you press the button?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Why? That's yeah.
So you get your very own Pokemon. Your very own Pokemon. But so do I, and I always beat you.
Sure. I just won't battle you then. You know
No,
what
but you
I
have
mean?
to. You have to.
Well, that's strange because I don't remember that being anywhere in the prompt. That's crazy.
No, because I'm basically asking if I'm the main character in the Pokemon, you have to be my rival, and I have to beat you every time. Would you press that button to get your very own Pokemon? Would you accept that? Yes or no?
Um, you know what? No, because I don't want to give you the satisfaction.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Uh, what would
You
have
know,
to be the
if it was
percentage
if
of
it was
win
anybody
loss?
but you, then I would have said yes. I wouldn't have cared if they won, but because it's you, I don't want you to have the satisfaction. You understand?
That just seems rude, sir. I don't know what you mean.
Oh
I'm a
yes, it's very much
very
so.
I'm a good person. I'm very kind and generous. I don't know what you mean. What would you have to what would be the win-loss ratio for you to accept that?
50-50.
You have to be 50-50. That's your minimum?
Yeah.
You couldn't accept that there would be something that I'm better than you at.
Well, I wouldn't have to accept it because I don't think there is anything you're better than me at. So
I mean, graduating cum laude.
I wouldn't say better. I would just say you did it first. But
Uh, okay, graduating cum laude first.
that's kind of
I'm better.
specific. It's like hyper specific. But
That's
if
still all right. Graduating college.
okay, again, it's working on it, and then you're just gonna say graduating college first, and then I'll be like, wow. Again, you have to put a lot of parameters on this in order to.
No, it's like if you're judging who's the better runner by having a race. The person who wins, who finishes the thing first, is the winner. So
But there
therefore,
wasn't a race. I don't
there was a
think.
race, and I won. The I've said it. I said it last episode, and I'll say it again this time. Turn your fucking phone off.
No, I'm supposed to. It's time to wake up, guys. Let me handle this.
Fuck you. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's people who are losing that always say it's not a race or it's not a competition. It's only those people.
Well, I
So
didn't even know we were
again,
competing, so I feel like it's a pretty valid thing to say.
no, you're mad. 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 Molding, cope, seethe.
Are you okay? Did you just have a seizure there? Like what?
No, you're mad. You're mad. I don't know what to tell you. You're mad.
Oh, I'm just gonna eat my little mints here.
Don't chew too loud. It's fucking annoying.
They're little chocolate
I
mints.
know, but I'm sure you could somehow find a way to chew them to make it annoying, and I'm telling you not to do that.
Maybe I will.
By the way I'm wording it in the description of the episode is your worst enemy receives a Pokemon. So I you
Hmm.
know, I just figured that I am your worst enemy. So there you go.
You are the
You're
worst
welcome.
person I know, but
I mean, that's not true. I'm not the most immoral person you know.
no, I didn't say that. I said you're the worst person I know.
Like skill issue worst, like is that what you mean, like
No, I
worst?
hate you. That's what I mean. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not using words that you can understand, but I thought it was pretty
You are
simple
the
here.
person who I'm the person who your opinion is the worst. Is that would that be more accurate?
No, I think I said it plenty of times already. You're just the worst person.
But worst in what way? Like worst as in like
How about we just say worse in all of the ways?
that can't be true because that would mean morally I'm the worst person you know, and I know that's not true. And that would also mean like in a skill issue sort of way, and I know that's not true. Uh, and then the person you hate the most, and I know that's not true because everybody loves me and I'm perfect in every single way. Um, yeah. So quit the bullshit.
The worst person I know, like I said.
No. There, you probably know like someone who's worse than me.
I wish, man, but no. No, you're
Honestly, I wish you didn't, because if I am the worst person you know, you're doing pretty all right. You are doing pretty all right in life. If I'm the worst person you know.
no, but you're pretty bad. You're pretty terrible.
Mm, no.
I'm sad for myself because I know you. You know what I mean?
I, I again, if that's the worst problem you have, I think you're doing pretty all right. I think you're okay. Yeah. I think you can cry me a river if that's the worst. If that's the worst issue you have today, is that you had to talk to me for an hour and 10 minutes. I think you're doing all right, and considering you got paid for it, yeah, yeah. I think you're doing pretty okay.
Hmm.
So I want to thank our patron Justin Connor. Thank you very much for investing in the show. It helps us bring out more content to you. Uh, if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/IIHS podcast. If you want to find us on Twitter and Instagram, we are at IIHS podcast. That's the best place to reach us for Q&A or seeing when the new episodes come out.
Or sharing your banking number, if you really want to. Why not?
Yeah, definitely. Shout us out. Tell us your bacon number.
And if you're Kevin Bacon, I'm sorry that you had to hear my friend Nick talk about the Kevin
Okay,
Bacon number.
okay. That implies that Kevin Bacon listens every time that somebody brings up the Kevin Bacon number. I don't think he's gonna listen to the podcast.
No,
Kevin Bacon, if you are listening, if you've made it this far, Mr. Bacon, sir, I just want to point out that it must be very, very sad that you will never get a Erdos Bacon number of less than 2.
I'm
It
sure
must
he
be
cries
very
about it like
unfortunate.
every night.
I would too. I would too. I would too. I get it. I understand. It's fully understandable, Bo. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's yeah. Also, congrats on 46 years in showbiz. Yeah. Shout out Kevin Bacon. Shit. This is terrible. Thank you guys very much for listening. I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful.
We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.